More three-year-old filly action, this time on Sunday, and this time at Saratoga on the main track. Here's the field for the Grade 1 Coaching Club American Oaks. And really this boiled down to a story of two fillies. The Kentucky Oaks winner, the Acorn winner, the Ashland winner, Monomoy Girl versus Midnight Bisou, who was just so visually impressive, winning the Mother Goose at Belmont Park most recently. Then outside of that, you had three sort of longer prices on the board. The third choice ended up being Eskimo Kisses at odds of 15-1. It boiled down to a game of tactics. We know Monomoy Girl can go to the lead. She can sit off of it. She can close from the back of it. Midnight Bisou really is a little bit more, I don't want to say one-dimensional, but you kind of know what her game is, and it's usually not speed. And that could have compromised her a little bit. We'll find out. Did it? Here's the stretch run of the CCA Oaks.
Bisou has taken second, and she's got dead aim at her if she's good enough as they come into the final furlong of the Coaching Club American Oaks. Monomoy Girl is in front. Midnight Bisou is all out second on the outside. Chocolate Martini is third. Monomoy Girl's got plenty left in the tank. Oh, what a fabulous filly she is! Monomoy Girl wins it by 3. Midnight Bisou.
Monomoy Girl, just too much for Midnight Bisou, and here she wins the Grade 1 Coaching Club American Oaks at odds of 1-2. Midnight Bisou runs second, beaten by 3 lengths, and then she is 3.5 lengths clear of Chocolate Martini, who, good on her, Grade 1 placing at odds of 43-1. Let's talk about the winner, shall we? She is 8 of 9 lifetime. She's never been out of the exacta. Monomoy Girl over $1.6 million in career earnings. Owned by Michael Dubb, Monomoy Stables LLC, the Elkstone Group LLC, and Bethlehem Stables LLC. Trained by Brad Cox, bred by FPF LLC and Highfield Ranch in Kentucky, ridden to victory by Florent Giroux. And you can see the pedigree at the bottom of the horse card. She's by Tapazar out of a Henny Hughes mare named Drumette. 98 buyer, 126 time form US rating from Monomoy Girl. 94 buyer, 122 time form US rating from Midnight Bisou, and then you have a bit of a chasm back to Chocolate Martini and Eskimo Kisses. The beautiful thing about Monomoy Girl, say what you will about the fractions, 24, 48-1, 12-2 for 3/4. When Midnight Bisou rolls up and it looks like we're about to have an unbelievable pitch battle down the lane, you look at the final 1/8 of a mile for these two girls. Midnight Bisou comes home in 13-15, and this is supposed to be her game. Kicking home and finishing. Monomoy Girl, who's out there setting the fractions, they may have been tepid, but the fact is, she came home in 12:89. She came home considerably faster than Midnight Bisou did, and you can see that from that 3/4 mark to the final run. When they hit the wire, she put 2 lengths on Midnight Bisou. Midnight Bisou is a good quality filly. Monomoy Girl, what else is there to say? This division is done. Signed, sealed, delivered. She is your 3-year-old filly champion, no question about it. Anyone that tried to make the case against, heck, I was even willing to entertain the idea prior to this, where she would have needed to lose, and you would have needed Midnight Bisou to go on and win some bigger races down the road. I just don't know how. There was no feasible scenario for me. Even if a horse like Wonder Godot goes on and let's say she wins the Canadian Triple Crown and then wins the Breeders' Cup Distaff, there's just no way for me to say that exceeds what Monomoy Girl has done here this year. She's won the Ashland a Grade 1. She's won the Kentucky Oaks a Grade 1. She's won the Acorn a Grade 1. She's won the CCA Oaks a Grade 1. She's done it on 4 different racetracks. Keeneland, Churchill Downs, Belmont Park, Saratoga. I don't know how you possibly could not vote for her at the end of the year. I suppose the only thing, if you really want to just sort of be nitpicky here, she's not getting particularly faster. 98 buyer. She's sort of been living in that range, the mid to high 90s for quite some time now. I'm saying that wholeheartely. This is just if you're really looking to nitpick anything. She's not getting necessarily faster just yet. That doesn't mean that I don't think she will get faster. Again, we can't talk about it enough. These 3-year-olds, it feels like they go through cycles. Early in their 3-year-old campaign, they're figuring things out. They'll probably take a step forward right in that Triple Crown time. Then maybe you get another step forward over the summer at some point, but then you're really likely to get that jump when they face older horses in the fall. Because again, they're getting closer and closer to hitting that maturation point leading into a 4-year-old campaign. Monomoy Girl's awesome. Look, you can't knock anything that she's done out there. She has that tactical ability. Sounds like, according to Brad Cox, likely 2 more races for this year for her. It may be the Alabama at 10 furlongs, maybe another race. But then the Breeders' Cup Distaff, that's ultimately the end game for her, Monomoy Girl. Here's just playing devil's advocate. Let's say Monomoy Girl, and I'll just I'll say she doesn't run in the Alabama, and let's say she runs in the Ogden Phipps at Belmont Park. 9 furlongs, 1 turn. Grade 1, older fillies and mares. Might run into a horse like a Late. Might run into some other big names. Say she goes out there and wins that race. Then say she goes and wins the Breeders' Cup Distaff. I realize people have just sort of anointed it and said it's a foregone conclusion that Justify is the horse of the year. And I think in my heart of hearts, I probably believe that to be the case. And I'll probably vote for him, even though I've made it clear the accomplishment is incredible. But I don't know that to me just immediately means that you were the best horse all year. And that's another piece. And this is probably a good time to bring this up as well. I'm very, very surprised by the folks that say Justify is the best horse in racing, or that Monomoy Girl is the best horse, the best filly. What they've accomplished is unbelievable. But if you are purely talking from an ability standpoint of their generation right now, no question. I can't say that. I can't say that with a straight face that they are the best horse in training of their gender, of their sex. Because Monomoy Girl, she hasn't run as fast as Abel Tasman has yet. She hasn't run as fast as Unique Bella has yet. So how can I sit here and have her ranked higher than some of these other older girls that have accomplished, maybe this year they haven't accomplished more, but they've run faster than she has. And really, I can't stress enough, I'm not trying to make a knock or make an argument against a horse like Monomoy Girl or against Justify, but the folks that say that a horse like Justify, he's the best horse in training, he's a near unanimous #1 pick in the NTRA poll. My only rebuttal to that would be, but he hasn't run as fast as Accelerate, or heck, even City of Light, or heck, even Catalina Cruiser all of a sudden, or any of these other horses. He hasn't run as fast as they have yet. So how can he be better than them? That just, again, it's another conversation for another day, but that is something that just kind of sticks with me. It is what it is. Polls are fun. They're discussion points that make people talk. One thing that will make people talk considerably, time and time again, is a horse that goes out and continues to succeed and do so at the highest level. And that's what Monomoy Girl and Brad Cox have done this year. Monomoy Girl is an unbelievable talent, a great ride from Florent Giroux. She gets the job done, her 4th Grade 1 of the year. She wins the CCA Oaks with a 98 buyer and a 126 Timeform US rating.